Welcome to Living Your Senior Life, the podcast that helps you navigate your senior years with confidence, joy, and practical advice. We're Mark and Debbie, and we're so glad you're here today because we're talking about something that affects just about everyone in the 55 plus crowd: sleep. Not just getting enough of it, but actually feeling rested when you wake up. Because let's be honest, sleep after 60 is different. Many times it takes longer to fall asleep, we wake up more easily, and sometimes we're up at 3 in the morning wondering why. Today, we want to walk you through something that most people don't think about first: your bedroom. Not your sleep habits, not supplements, your actual bedroom setup. Because it turns out the environment you're sleeping in has a much bigger impact than most of us realize. And the changes we're going to share with you? Most of them cost nothing, and some of them you can do today. So grab a cup of coffee, tea, or your water, get comfortable, and let's get started.
Imagine trying to power down a highly advanced supercomputer. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
but every few minutes, someone just walks by and randomly hits the spacebar. So the screen flashes back on, the cooling fans rev up, and the whole shutdown sequence completely aborts.
That is exactly what it feels like.
Right. And if you are over 60, there's a very good chance your bedroom is doing that exact same thing to your brain every single night. So welcome to the deep dive. Today, we are pulling from a really massive stack of clinical sleep research, physiological data, and architectural design studies.
A huge topic.
It really is. And our mission today isn't to figure out how to miraculously sleep like a 30-year-old again. We are unpacking a comprehensive guide called Optimizing Your Bedroom for Better Sleep After 60.
Which is such an important distinction. It's about understanding the specific biological changes happening to your sleep as you age, and then intentionally setting up your space so your body can do its absolute best with the biology it actually has right now.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because if we think of our sleep biology as an operating system, hitting 60 basically means we just can't run the same old software anymore.
Right. The system requirements have changed.
Exactly. We naturally produce less melatonin, we spend way less time in deep sleep, and we wake up so much easier. So, since we can't change the software, we have to upgrade the hardware, meaning our physical bedroom environment.
And that physical space becomes non-negotiable, because you start dealing with joint pain or hot flashes or frequent bathroom trips.
Yeah, the bathroom trips.
Right. So the physical space is more important than ever. The core takeaway right out of the gate for you listening today is that a bedroom after 60 should be cool, dark, quiet, clutter-free, and supportive.
Let's start with the cognitive environment, because before we even look at the physical bed or the lights, we have to start with the baseline state of your brain the second you walk through the door.
Yeah, if the brain is stressed, the physical environment won't even matter.
Exactly. The text specifically likens visual clutter to the cognitive equivalent of leaving too many tabs open. It keeps your brain in this low-grade state of alertness.
It totally does. And the solution they propose is just a 10-minute clear out.
Just 10 minutes.
Yeah, just moving laundry, clearing your nightstand down to literally just a lamp, a glass of water, and a book, and turning laptops face down to create, a visual separation from work.
And colors matter too, right? Like
Yeah.
soft blues, warm greens, sage greens, muted greens, those signal rest.
But bold colors and high contrast patterns, they're just way too visually stimulating.
Okay, let me push back on this for a second. Let's play devil's advocate. If I'm asleep with my eyes closed, why does visual clutter or wall color even matter? Doesn't a messy room just
Disappear in the dark.
Yeah, I can't see the laundry if the lights are off.
What's fascinating here is that sleep is not an on-off switch. It's a gradual wind-down process. So a clean, muted room creates a psychological cue that allows your shoulders to drop before the lights ever go out. You are setting the necessary foundation for the actual stages of sleep to follow.
Oh, wow. So if I have all those tabs open, my brain is already too revved up when my head hits the pillow.
Precisely. You have to close the visual tabs first.
Right, so once the visual tabs are closed and the room feels calm, the next step is chemically signaling your brain that it's time to transition into sleep.
Yes, which relies heavily on manipulating light and temperature.
We'll talk about light first. The source material points out that older eyes are actually super contradictory,
They really are. They let in less light overall.
meaning you might actually need brighter light during the day just to stay alert, right?
Exactly. But then they become hypersensitive to light at night. It's a double whammy.
So the solution is dimming the lights an hour before bed and using warm, lower wattage bulbs like They specifically mention around 2700 Kelvin, the warm white ones, instead of those cool daylight bulbs.
Because those cool blue wavelengths just completely suppress your melatonin.
Oh, absolutely. And blackout curtains are highly recommended here, especially in the summer.
You need complete darkness. Even a street lamp can pull you out of deep sleep.
Okay, so then there's temperature. The room should be between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right, because the body's core temperature naturally drops as you fall asleep.
Which means using breathable bedding like cotton, linen, bamboo, instead of synthetics that just trap all your heat.
And layering blankets instead of one giant heavy duvet. Oh, and maybe a small fan for airflow.
Yeah. But here's where it gets really interesting. The text recommends taking a warm bath or shower before bed. If we need to be cool to sleep, why on earth would we soak in hot water? That seems totally backward.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's actually a brilliant biological hack.
A hack. How?
Well, the warm bath brings all your body heat to the surface of your skin.
Oh, I see.
So when you get out into that 65-degree room, that rapid cooling off process artificially mimics and actually accelerates the natural core temperature drop your body needs to trigger sleep.
Wait, really? It forces your core temperature to plummet.
Exactly. You are tricking your internal thermostat.
That makes total sense. Okay, so you've calmed your brain. You've signaled your internal clock with light and temperature. But once you actually climb into bed...
This is where the hardware really matters.
Right. Because if your physical body isn't properly supported, the joint pain and stiffness that's so common after 60 will just jolt you right back awake.
Absolutely. The data shows that mattresses older than 8 to 10 years lose their support.
And waking up achy and stiff, but then it fades after like 30 minutes of being awake.
Yeah.
That's a prime indicator your mattress is failing you.
Yes, and pillows are even worse. They need replacing every 1 to 2 years.
And they have to match your sleep position, right? Like side sleepers need high and firm pillows. And back sleepers need a medium or flat pillow, while stomach sleepers need something super thin or literally nothing at all to prevent neck strain.
Because the torsion on the cervical spine is brutal otherwise.
But wait, replacing a mattress is a massive, expensive undertaking. What if a full mattress replacement simply isn't in the budget right now?
That's a very real concern. But there are highly accessible solutions in the text.
Like mattress toppers.
Yes. Investing in a high-quality mattress topper can extend the life of the bed and relieve those pressure points on your hips and shoulders.
And what about the actual height of the bed? The source mentioned that bed height is crucial for mobility and safety.
It's huge. When you sit on the edge of the bed, your feet should be completely flat on the floor.
Allowing you to just stand up without doing a deep squat, right?
Exactly. If it's too low, getting up to use the bathroom is a massive strain on the knees. But again, you don't need a new bed. You can just use inexpensive adjustable bed risers.
Okay, so the bed is supportive, the room is dark, and you're finally asleep. Last crucial step is protecting that fragile sleep state.
Protecting it from external, invisible disruptors.
Like noise and technology. And managing those inevitable middle-of-the-night wake-ups.
Let's start with tech, because it's the biggest offender. Blue light suppresses melatonin, sure, but the content itself keeps the brain engaged.
Right, you're just doom-scrolling or watching intense news.
So if you must have the TV on, use a sleep timer. Max 30 minutes.
And use a dedicated alarm clock. That way the phone doesn't even need to be on the nightstand. So what does this all mean? It's like setting up a perimeter defense for yourself.
A perimeter defense, I like that.
Yeah, it's like putting the phone face down across the room is basically like hiding the cookie jar. You are removing the temptation entirely, so the brain isn't just laying there anticipating a notification.
That anticipation is a dopamine loop. You have to break it.
And then there's sound. White noise machines are highly recommended here to mask those unpredictable jolts, like car doors or dogs barking.
Because your arousal threshold is lower, you wake up easier. And we have to mention snoring, too.
Oh, right. Snoring should definitely be checked by a doctor, because sleep apnea is so much more common after 60.
It is a serious medical condition that shatters your deep sleep.
So what about the routine itself? The guide says to dim lights at 8 or 9 p.m., but what if you wake up in the middle of the night and can't fall back asleep?
The 20-minute rule. If you can't fall back asleep within 20 minutes, do not just lie there getting frustrated.
Right, you get up and do something calm and low light.
Yes. And for safety during those nighttime bathroom trips, use motion sensor nightlights.
The ones with a warm glow, right, so you can navigate without flipping on those harsh overheads.
Exactly. And ensure walking paths are totally clear of tripping hazards like loose rugs.
This raises an important question, though. How do we make all of this stick?
Well, this raises an important question. Wait, you stole my line.
Well, sorry.
But seriously, the text emphasizes that all these tools only work if they are anchored by a consistent routine.
Right. Doing things at the exact same time every night.
The routine itself is the ultimate behavioral cue that tells the brain, okay, it's time to surrender to sleep.
So, just to do a quick recap for you, the listener. Clear the visual clutter. Dial in that 2700 Kelvin warm lighting and a cool 65 to 68 degree room.
Check your mattress and pillow support.
And protect your space from blue light and sudden noises. Sleep after 60 isn't a luxury, you know. It's a foundation for your health.
You really don't have to overhaul your room today. Just pick one intentional change.
Yeah, like moving the phone across the room or just clearing off the nightstand. Start tonight.
Just one small step can make a huge difference.
Absolutely. So we're going to leave you with a final thought to chew on. If our external environment requires this much careful, intentional tuning just to compensate for our changing internal biology at night,
It makes you wonder.
right? What other seemingly mundane areas of our daily routine, like the way we eat, or how we socialize, or even how we consume information, might need a similar kind of environmental redesign as we age?
That's a really profound question.
Something to mull over today. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
Okay, that's a wrap on today's episode. And we hope you're walking away with at least one idea you can try tonight. Whether that's clearing off your nightstand, dimming the lights a little earlier, or finally grabbing those blackout curtains you've been thinking about. Small changes really do add up. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe and share it with a friend or family member who's been struggling with sleep. Because chances are you know someone who could use this. And for more tips, resources, and everyday encouragement for life after 50, be sure to visit livingyourSeniorLife.com. And as always, until next time, take care of yourself and live your best senior life.